Welcome back to the shop. It's July 30th, 2017. And that's right, another month has slid by. Fall is just right around the corner.
Hi everyone.
So who was here at the shop this weekend? Not a whole lot of folks showed up. It's kind of a quiet weekend. We'll kind of get into why here just a little bit later. But Ben, Emily's dad, came by. He came by, picked up the truck in the 16-foot trailer, and went ahead up to North Georgia and moved Emily into her new apartment. I understand, really nice place. Hopefully we'll get some pictures of that and get to see kind of what's going on up there. So this week in the shop, what did we do this week in the shop? Well, it was a really fun, kind of fun-filled week at the shop. Got to run the sawmill. I'm going to make that a little bit more of a dedicated project. I think I talked about that in an early video. Did I talk about that earlier? About we're going to try to start cutting logs just a little bit more frequently. Got so much stuff on the ground. Daniel is getting us some logs. I just need to be more dedicated on it. So I think I milled 3 days this week. Is that right? I milled 3 days this week. We worked on the TIG station as well over here, so we're getting ready to start doing some welding here, and we're going to talk a little bit about that later too, and what's coming up. But we worked on the TIG station. Worked on the shed slash locker door up here by the sawmill. Most of y'all know I've got a little shed that's kind of been a back burner project. I work on it as I can. The idea is to move everything that's related to the sawmill up there, blades, Murphy's oil soap that we use to lubricate the logs and stuff when we cut. All that stuff will eventually be moved out of the shop and up there, so we'll have one place to take care of all that. We don't have to run back and forth to the shop or to the house to try to mill logs. Super excited about that. Looking forward to having all that up there so it makes milling a little bit easier. We did clean up a little bit around the mill and move some logs around. Other than that, didn't do a whole lot of other stuff except for some completed projects we'll talk about here in just a minute. The big news is, big news is Bulla's production at the Opera Institute this week was held yesterday evening at 7 and today at 3 p.m. Wow, what a great performance. She really did a good job. She had a couple out front stand-up singing parts. Really did a spectacular job. As proud as punch. It was great production. Went to dinner afterward. Kim was there, Daniel was there, Butterbean was there, Miss Sue was there. Of course, Michaela was there, her boyfriend Michael, and me and Mom. So it was a great time. Had a good time, really good steak at Cheddar's, right? As Red calls it, Cheesy's. So we were at Cheddar's this evening, had a great time. That tea is good. Better than what I had at Cheddar's. Hate to tell you, Cheddar's, but my tea's better. Completed projects this week. Well, several cedar trays got completed this week, so some really good looking trays to take to the next market. Probably the neatest thing is we've got a bunch of signs out now that Mom has worked very hard on. So let's take a look at a couple of those signs right now here. Alright, I'm going to try to hold these up so you can see them. This is probably the last time you get a chance to see these. These are so pretty, I don't think they're going to be around for long. I think we'll take these up to the market, and that most of these will probably go pretty quickly. This is some unique stuff that she's doing. Now, I know I told y'all a while back that we did a bunch of cutting, and I cut up some, and I'm going to show you the side of these boards. This is some thin pine that may have been some of the first pine that we cut on the mill and actually was just kind of sitting around. So here's one of my favorite ones. I'm not sure how we're going to hang that. I think it's going to be kind of off-centered hang, but anyhow, this is pretty neat, and then you'll be able to put a flower in here. I know I showed you this last week, but this is actually the completed project. Looks really good. So we're really proud of that and the work that Mom's doing. A lot of this stuff is coming off that Brother Scanning Cut 2. Is that the name of the thing, right? Thing's incredible. It's making life so much easier. Mom loves it. I think Kimster's used it a little bit. I think Emily got to use it a little bit with the "Arrgh, I'm a pirate" sign. I bet you that's going up probably in the new apartment for Emily. Anyhow, kind of busy as far as completed projects, a little bit more so than last time. So what else did we do? We had some sawmill action going on, like I said. Had a great time on the sawmill. We cut 1 or 2 red oak logs. I forget. I think it was 2. No, we cut 1 log, and we had some like 14.5-foot boards. We cut them in half and made them about 7-foot 3 boards. So we got some really beautiful boards sitting out there, stacked up, drying right now. Looks good. I've worked on the, excuse me, where were we at? Let's see, what else we did? Got lost there for a second, sorry. We saw that 3 pine cants. Now y'all know I've been cutting these pine trees up when they come up on the property, kind of cutting the bark off and making them in basically square cants. So that way when we need to cut some pine, we just go up there and slice it like salami. This is some of that pine we cut. We cut 3/4 inch boards, so that way when we kind of finish milling them up here with the jointer and the planer, they'll be 1/2 inch, just perfect for signs and stuff. So we got 3 of those done. What we did, we got like 20 boards, I think it was, 20 boards, about 10 feet long. This is one of the shorter ones. This is about 8 foot. I think the rest of them are about 10 feet long, all 3/4 inches. All about 6 inches, so we're going to get some really good projects done out of that. We're looking forward to that. And of course, you know Mom loves building those signs. Maybe we'll get Emily down here to work back on them and do some of her terrific hand painting that she does on them. So really super excited about that with the holidays coming up here, and we're getting ready to get started on those holidays. Sawmill video. I completed the sawing red oak log video, released that Saturday morning after about 3 hours editing. Didn't hear much back on it, don't know how it went over, but it was a fun video to make. Couple of little neat things in there that happened, kind of just happenstance, that was really made it fun today. Let's see, I taped the shed / locker up here by the sawmill we just talked about. I taped the actual building of the door and milling of the lumber for that. That was super fun, but boy, sure did add a lot of time to actually doing the project. I can build those doors usually in a couple hours, build 2 doors in a couple hours. Literally spent all day building that one door and filming it. And unfortunately, some of the actual build video did not come through, but we'll work on that. I'm going to go ahead and probably release that video. What do you think? Friday morning, Saturday morning, somewhere around that time. So there's 16 videos as it stands right now, probably 2 more to film of that. And I'll stitch all those together in YouTube Editor. Maybe I can edit out that last piece I just messed up on. But anyhow, I'm going to edit that all together and see if we can't get that squared away. One of the other things that got built this weekend, more in the mom cave than actually in the shop, was a tray that's going to sit down on the bathtub. I know I talked to you about them last week, kind of showed you how it was going to work. So we got one of those trays built. I think that one's going to stay here with me. When my back's bothering me and I soak in the bathtub, I'll be able to sit there and watch YouTube videos and read magazines and not have to worry about my phone or my magazine getting wet.
Because he does that a lot.
You know, all my magazines got little water marks across the bottom of them. So, shows and markets coming up. We've already talked about the shows and market. 5th of August 2017, we'll be at the Augusta Market. Look forward to it. Going to have a lot of neat things there. Should be a good time. I think we'll be back in the Rose Garden area. Is that right? You think we're going to go back there again? So we're looking forward to that. August 5th, this Saturday. Be there or be square. Hope that you can show up and see us there. If not, I think we're going to be in Grovetown maybe the week after that. Not 100% sure on that, but that's what it's looking like. So, let me wet the whistle down a little bit. What's coming up in the shop this week coming up? We need to send out some bandsaw blades back to Woodmiser and have them sharpened for us. We're just starting to go through the bandsaw blades pretty quickly. I got a box of, I think, of 15 sitting over here, brand new ones. Probably break into those this week. Send off the 6 that we've got. We've actually got 7 that are dull. We'll send off 6, and when we get them back, we'll start putting them in boxes and getting ready to send back off. But we're going through bandsaw blades pretty good. They do hold up well. I got to say, these double hard blades that we're getting from Woodmiser really do a super job for us. We got to put the part in the joiner here. We got to get it together. This joiner has to get back together. This is the part I got for it. Was going to put it in this evening, but we got home a little late from the production at Bula Head and then dinner, and then stopped by and seen the Butterbean, picked up a couple of things there at the house from her birthday party last week, and just didn't get here in time. And we pushed her on the swing. Okay, we're Grandma and Grandpa. We took a little extra time, said the work can wait, so we played on the swing for a little bit with the Butterbean. We got to put the part in the joiner is probably the biggest thing I would think, because that's going to hold up on everything else we want to do.
Yep.
Because we want to work on a 21 by 21 by 21 inch table. We got to get 2 of them. That's right, Red's showing me 2 fingers. I forgot. We got 2 of them we got to get done. Want to get those done probably in the next 10 to 14 days. We'll get the TIG station set up, and we're probably, what would you say, 75–80% complete over here on the TIG station. We got a couple more things to put up just to protect the wall. I've got to build another shield, a mobile shield that'll kind of slide up around the table when I'm tigging, plus it'll block the arc, so I don't have to worry about with Mama being in here, her getting any damage from the arc. We want to finish that up, and then we want to start making some metal legs for end tables, sofa tables, you name it. We're going to be building tables. We're going to be the table people. We'll be 2 dogs and a dozen tables.
Well, we already got the tops.
We got the tops. The tops sitting here. All we got to do is we got to get to tigging. I love to tig. We're going to be on the tigging here. Hopefully, maybe the end of this week. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Maybe the first part of next week.
I'd like to take at least one coffee table or end table with us.
Yeah, you hear it. The boss is saying we got to get on this. So I'm hoping to get done on that. So we're up to metal legs. Build video release for the shed door. Now I got to work on it. I told you I've got 16 video clips that I got to put together, probably plus 2 more for this shed door build. The other 2 videos may actually be done as a techniques video of hanging the door and how the door was actually constructed, because as I said, the actual build part of that video did not tape. So I think I'm going to go ahead and release the video and then do a techniques video for the following week on how we actually built the door. So we got a few more signs to finish up. I think you're going to do some more signs and trays, and I think that'll finish up this week. That surely will be busy enough. If we can get all that done, I think we'll be doing good, particularly if we can get this TIG station set up, and then maybe mill a couple more logs. Stop by Daniel's, like I said earlier. We got to pick up some of them logs. He's got a gorgeous, gorgeous magnolia log over there, or 2 of them that I got to get a hold of, and then a couple of pine trees for me. And he's starting, like I said, to collect some logs, so we got to get on that. Oh man, that's good tea. As always, we'd like to say thank you for watching the video. And remember, we'd love to see you back in the shop.